Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. I am Cisonspace and today I am talking about signs your standards are really low. Girl, get those standards up. Where are your high heels? Like put on your high heels because girls with standards have it here, poking the eye of God, okay? You need to get them standards high because it's 2020, almost 2026. Moving into this year, y'all should get your standards up. We don't allow men to treat us anyhow on this channel. So in this video, I'm going to mention the signs that your standards are really low and you should get it up. First sign that your standards are really low is men don't take you on date. I know it sounds weird, but in my opinion, I feel like if a man likes you, he wants to get to know you, it shouldn't be in his house, it shouldn't be in his car, it shouldn't be on phone. That's even the worst. Like getting to know someone on social media and never going on a date, and the next thing you know, you guys are in a hotel or in their house. I know there will be some people in the comment like, oh, that's how I met my man, like we met on social media. The next thing I went to, girl, please. I feel like those don't end well at the end of the day because men brag. The reason I'm telling you this is because men brag and they love to brag about their women and how they bagged her. Okay, they love to say like, oh boy, you know how I suffered to get this woman, I had to do this and that. And they don't say it out of resentment, but they say it out of like pride, like I won, you know. That is their way of brag. Men brag to prove like how worthy they are and how strong they are or how rich they are. That is when men brag. Men brag for those reasons, to prove his resources or riches or whatever, or to prove his strength, or to prove that he's like the alpha. That is it. They don't care about the rest. So if you met a guy and you guys just texted and you hanged out in his house, I am sure you are the masculine woman in that relationship. Like that. You are dating a passive man. You're dating a man who isn't ambitious, who isn't confident, who doesn't go for what he wants. Plain and simple. When I hear women go like, oh, I met my husband on social media, and the next thing, like, it's okay to meet people on social media, but did they take you off the app and took you on a normal date and pursued you and courted you and married you afterwards? Or they just met you on social media, gave you their address, and you guys met in a bedroom on a bed? That is a passive man. That is a man who wouldn't take care of you, who isn't going to provide for you, who's not going to give you security. I wonder what his mindset is because, girl, so if you're dating a man or if you're seeing a man, my young girls, because I can tell that younger people watch my channel from 18 years. Before you accept a man, make sure he takes you out on date. Because if you don't accept date, your standards are very low. Men should get to know you outside of the bedroom, outside of these apps, whether it's WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok. One standard that I hold and I never back down is if I'm talking to a guy on the phone for more than if I'm talking to a guy on the phone, texting or making calls for more than a week or two, depending on why, if more than 2 weeks, if he hasn't asked me out on a date, I stop talking to them. I stop picking up their calls. I don't engage. I just don't do anything. I don't block them or anything. I just don't care anymore. That is me. If we meet, I give you my number, we start texting, chatting, maybe you have work, you're busy. I'm expecting you to have a date plan for the following week or within that week. Okay? If there is no date within that week and there is no date the next week, I'm out. What are we doing? Like, why did you take my number and told me all about da? But then you're talking to me every day. But then you're asking me for my pictures. I don't even send pictures. Don't send men pictures. Don't. They just collect women's pictures and show it to their friends like, hey, look at the girl I'm talking to. I promise you that's what they be doing. Look at the girl I'm talking to. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh. They just brag. They just brag about the girls they talk to. Don't be on that list. Let him go search for your picture on Instagram or somewhere else. Don't give him your pictures. Even if he sends you itinerary of his whole day and everything he's doing, don't send him pictures. If you're going to send a picture, make it view once, okay, so that he can't show it to nobody. But don't send men pictures, and make sure they're taking you out on dates and not just texting and calling, because real men go for what they want, and when they see what they want, they ask them out on dates, they take them on dates, they buy them gifts, they give them money, they go shopping with them, call and text and everything in between. You don't deserve one or the other, you deserve it all. And the second way to know your standard is low is you type paragraphs. I don't remember the last time I typed paragraph to any man. Not even when I'm breaking up with him, because when I'm breaking up with a man, I don't even say anything. I just ghost him. I just ghost. Like, what should I say? I leave gracefully. It's like, that is me. When I'm breaking up with a guy, have I said it before to someone's face? Yes. I only do it in person. I don't text paragraphs. Men love it when women go crazy and text them and text paragraph. It means you care, and men know that, because men are weird. They're wired differently. The more you react to them, the more they get this energy and they feel like, whoa, she's so crazy over me. She loves me. She's going crazy right now because look at the text, like this long text. Don't double text them. Don't send them paragraph. No man deserve paragraph from you. No man. Stop typing all those long texts. Clear it. Silence is power. Silence is power. There is a reason why they said silence is power, because silence is really power. When men come across a woman, or when a man comes across a woman who's not reactive and she's a bit detached and doesn't react in type paragraphs, and they respect her. In fact, they become afraid of her. She doesn't show too much emotion. I'm not saying be emotionless and be like a robot or a Terminator. No. No. Don't be like Teresa the Terminator. Okay? Don't be Teresa the Terminator. You should be vulnerable and get in touch with your feelings. But you should know when to use those emotions. Not like you should pick and choose what deserves reaction and what doesn't. And you will know by you applying logic to the emotion. And I know it's weird, but I have gotten to that stage where before I get emotional and react to something, I think about it. I'm like, how does this affect me and my day? Like, why do I even care? And if it's something that really, 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 really hurt me and, is poking my boundaries, then yes, I'll tell you straight, direct, and very kind way. Like, hey, I don't tolerate this. No one does this to me. No one talks to me that way. Maybe, let's say, for instance, he talked to you in a bad way, or he raised his voice. I'm like, hey, I don't appreciate you raising your voice at me. No one raises their voice at me. If you're going to talk to me, or if you want us to have a conversation, then go get yourself together and come back, because I'm not having this conversation. Or better yet, walk away. I am the queen of walking away. I'll walk away in a heartbeat. Like, I don't care. I'll just ghost you. If I realize the man is so emotional, because there's some men who are emotional and it turns me off, but if I realize he's in his feelings, I just ghost him. Because that's what men do to emotional women. Have you realized that when you're very emotional, men will just ghost you? Like, oh, let me just leave her. She's crazy. That is how I react to men. I treat men the way they treat women. It might sound toxic, but I think there is something to learn there before you judge. Don't judge before you knock it, okay? Oh, don't knock it before you try it, or whatever they say. Don't knock it before you try it. If you beat men at their own game and you treat them the way they treat women, like when they get emotional, they get in their feelings, and you just, okay, it just goes, or you just ghost them, that man is going to go crazy, crashing out. And that is what I love to do. I love to do that, because I feel like men don't deserve women and their emotions. They don't. We women are very passionate, and when we love with everything within us. Yes, some men can love that way, but men apply logic most of the time. They're very intentional. Men are very, very intentional with everything. So I want you guys to also get intentional and raise your standards, okay? And the third way, because today I'm just giving 3 points, I'll come back with another set of, ways to know your standard is low. The third and last one is, how does a man make up to you when he wrongs you, or when he betrays you, when he doesn't meet up with the promise he promised? How does he make it up to you? And what are the things you accept as this is him making up to me? That tells a lot about your standard. Look, different punishment applies to different, kind of like wrongdoing, I would say. If a man promised me, because it's actually a turn off when a man says something, he doesn't back it up with action. Like, too much words, no action. He's not a man, he's a girlfriend. But there are circumstances where a man wouldn't be able to meet up to something because something came up, and which is unchangeable, which like the circumstance made it that way. That wasn't his intention. Fine. We can excuse that a little bit. If we understand the situation, we have evidence that this is why it didn't happen. Okay. We can let it slide. We can. I'm not saying let it slide, but like 50% let it slide, but still, open your eyes and your ears and watch. Because some people can set up stuffs. So like I was saying, if he point out blank, decide to leave you hanging. Let's say, for instance, he asked you on a day, like, oh, let's meet up this day, let's hang out, and he ghosts you, and he doesn't text you the day before to confirm, and that very day he doesn't text you like hours, maybe 6 hours before to reconfirm. Don't go on a date. Don't. I don't care how much you like him. If I'm going on a date with someone and we like maybe let's say today's Thursday, and he tells me, oh, Saturday I want to take you out. Cool. I'm expecting to bring it up tomorrow. Like, are you ready for Saturday? I can't wait to see you on Saturday. Oh my gosh. Because I'm sure we talk every day, because I'm not meeting up with a guy that I'm not talking to every day. He's not checking up on me at all, and he just plans a date a week ahead and doesn't talk to me until that. No, that neither. Okay, we need to be in constant conversation every day. So on Friday, I'm expecting to bring it up, and like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm also like, I'm also happy to see you. I can't wait to see you, blah, blah. And on Saturday morning, I'm expecting him to text me. And that is what happens when a man really likes you and he wants to take you out. Because that is my experience all the time. The men I date always confirm the day before and the morning of the date that, hey, I'm still mixing up with you. That's I'm texting you. I'm not ghosting you. And 3 hours before the date, they confirm, are you getting ready? Are you ready? What's up with you? Like, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm doing this, or I'm eating, or I'm doing this. I mean, I'm not going to eat when I have a date, but I'm just saying, maybe I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to take my shower, And we talk until they come to pick me up or until I am out of the house. That has always been my experience my whole life, because I wouldn't give permission to a guy who doesn't text me and check up on me every day. It's like, I don't tolerate them. If you text me today, tomorrow, and you leave me hanging for 3 days, and you come back 3 days, because just recently I was in Barcelona and I met this guy whilst I was in Barcelona, and like we started talking, and he's like, he was on a break. He's in a consulting agency and he was on a break. So it's like, let's have let's just sit down, I'm on a break. I'm like, no, this is not planned. I love planned dates, and I just met you, so I'm not, like, I didn't plan to stay this long in Barca, so maybe we can meet up another time. And he took my number. It's like, yeah, maybe I'll come to your town and we can hang out. I'm like, cool. He texted me that day, the next 2 days. So he was texting me 3 days straight, and then he didn't text me for 2 days or a day or two, something like that. And then on the third day, he came and texted me, good morning. It's been a week. I haven't opened that message because I don't tolerate that behavior. Like, you're not serious. You're probably seeing other women. You're probably, taking this as a joke. And I know men are intentional, and I know they date intentionally. They know who to invest their time, resources, and energy into. And if I'm not the one, then you are not the one either. You are not the one either. So bye. Next. Treat men like a job application. If you have a company and someone comes to the work for 3 days and don't show up 2 days, and they come on the third day, are you still going to allow them to work? Is there scarcity of people that much? No. I treat men like they were on the job, like I've employed them. Yes, if you don't show up every day, you are not getting my time, attention, or energy, period. It's the same way. If you show up to the job every day, you get paid. So if you're not showing up, why should I pay you? You're fired. Go waste someone else's time. So if you want a part 2, let me know in the comment below. Like, yes, drop a part 2. It's been a while since I made a relationship video, but I have a lot of relationship tips. Okay, I tell my friends, or I give it to my friends all the time, so I need to be sharing it here more often. And my my flower broke. What the heck was that? What did I just say? Yeah, so cute. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.